13,350 pounds, a beautiful, loaded front bathroom Cedar Creek coming down here at Haylett RV Brokers of Coldwater, Michigan. Has a combo washer dryer installed, gen ready, full paint package. Pretty much, I think, every option that was really available at the time this was built. Looks like it's been applied here. The folks are just done. If you are looking for an $80,000, $90,000 full-time and fifth wheel, but you don't want to spend $80,000, $90,000, how to spend, I don't know, closer to half that sound. Now, this is a brand for which I've long had a very high level of personal respect because these things are built like tanks. We'll talk more about that outside, but what's interesting is the structure on a Cedar Creek actually only gets stronger with age, not weaker, and I'll explain why that is. Now, this is called the Cedar Creek Custom Series, which was the name for the high-end Cedar Creeks used before the name Champagne kind of came in, if that sort of gives you an idea of which trim level you're looking at. Like, we got things like Dual, Whisper Air. They were doing it in Cedar Creek way before it was cool. That vaulted ceiling. There are 3 rain censoring 12-volt max air vent fans throughout this RV. One in the kitchen, one in the bedroom, one in the bathroom, which is very, very nice. Directly across over here, you've got your, these are like free-floating, lightweight Euro-style rocker recliners, but it's nice that they're individualized, and it gives you lots of room. You can kind of, you know, shift around if you need to without disturbing the person next to you. And you're straight across from our electric space heating fireplace, as well as that big Jensen TV that's just staring us right in the face over here. Now, on the rear wall, naturally, we have ourselves our sleeper sofa for a guest. And I like those side stands with household outlets on both sides, because now adult guests who maybe have pulmonary issues or breathing issues or something can bring a CPAP machine and join you. Then again, if you don't want them to, you just tell them, no, it's not a hide-a-bed. So, one of the other things you're going to see is day-night shades throughout the whole coach. And every one of these windows that we're about to see all open for airflow. And if you notice, the door side of the RV, your campsite, is loaded with windows. Like, every window in this RV is overlooking your site and not the neighbors, which is something I know a lot of people would like. Those slides are 6.5 foot tall, easy to walk in, by the way. So over here, we've already kind of seen our little recliners, just a good look at those from the other direction. But our table and chairs, it's a 2+2 dining arrangement where you have 2 full-time chairs and 2 folding chairs, as you see right there. So if it is mostly just the pair of you, then you're good to go. But if you do have some guests, they can join you at the table, and the table obviously extends to make room for that. And that little vertical cabinet just to the right of the entry door, that is some classic stuff. But what I like about it is it's actually hiding the commands panel. It took me a minute to find the light switches for the ceiling because they're squirreled away in there just above that coat closet where you wouldn't, you know, think to see them. Well, I tell you what, as long as I'm standing right here, let's take a look at this big island. First of all, I love the fact that the sink is asymmetrical within the island. It's not mounted right in the middle. But if we peel a cover off and take a look, you see that you've got a solid surface counter material used through the entire kitchen area. Stainless, big double sink, high-rise faucet. And then you see how there's a drawer below the sink. It's those extra things that are going to help define Cedar Creek. And then we have ourselves a dishwasher. Because again, if you are looking for something you want to use, basically like a house, this is an RV that's definitely got all the equipment. You got your combo washer dryer up front. You got your washer dryer, or nope. You got your dishwasher here in the kitchen. You're all set for all that. And if you start looking around, you see that white set of outlets below the counter there, just above that little breakfast bar stool. There's easy reach outlets all around the kitchen space. Now, this is a bath and a half, so when you look where you would expect to find a traditional pantry, that far wall that's a darker accent color right there, which is really speaking to me, I like how striking that is, that's a half bath, it's not storage. So you're thinking, wait a minute, am I losing out on storage space? And the short answer is no, most definitely not. Starting over in the entertainment center, you see that every nook and cranny they could possibly utilize, they did something with. And then as we work our way over to the remainder of the kitchen slide, you see that big Whirlpool residential refrigerator with lower freezer, very trendy, very modern right there. And that has a 1,000-watt inverter, so you can keep that running when you are going down the road or in an emergency power loss, although these big fridges will eat batteries alive quickly. Previous owner actually had 4 6 volts on this, which is a lot of batteries. But then down below, kind of like you saw in the entertainment center, just drawers everywhere they could next to that larger 22-inch oven. And then over here, big Whirlpool convection microwave, and just, again, little cabinet storage above everything. But the pantry, oh my goodness. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 big drawers in the pantry. And what I love about these is how the storage comes to you, so you don't have to go digging around elbow deep in something. It just makes everything simple and easy to access. It's really good execution, really clean and smart. Let's take a look into that half bath right there. And it's arranged a little bit differently from what I see from a lot of manufacturers, but I really like huge vanity right there, you know? Extra linen space. And those cabinets right there, to me, that's going to be perfect for things like beach towels, so you can walk in, grab one, walk right back outside. Shelf space there for some extra rolls of toilet paper. Very intelligently located considering the porcelain stools right here. And there's tons of hip and shoulder room around that. If you're a bigger person, you will be very comfortable in this bathroom. Right into our steps here, we have our Dirt Devil central vac system. And also the little, you see the thing below that, it's a little electric dustpan, toe kick kind of job. Moving upstairs past a sliding privacy door over yonder way, we come up into our bedroom, and this is where the second of the 2 Whisper air conditioners is located. You only see the air intakes, you don't hear see the air conditioner, and if you watch our videos, you know, if you don't see the square, you won't hear the air. That's nerdism number 37 for you. There is power vent fan max air number 2 of 3 in this RV. And in case you're wondering what this little thing, nub, is right there, it's actually a thermal probe sensor. That's your thermostat, basically, sensor. Over on the wall, you see that black switch. Well, that's actually the control panel for the fantastic fan that we have up here. I say max air and fan. To me, they're relatively interchangeable. The big fan, basically. This is, of course, Big King bed, and I love that very rich wraparound headboard styling they got going on. This is generator ready, and if you are so inclined, that would be where your on-off switch is and your generator meter. This RV does not have generator on it, but it is capable. And actually, Haylett RV is located not far away from Onan, who supplies almost all of the generators to the RV industry. So if you want a generator in your RV, that's something we can do. Understand, it typically runs pretty close to a little north of $7,000, but we can do it. Now that's if something's completely not prepped. It might be a little less if it is prepped like this, but we are always happy to get quotes for you. The bathroom in here is beautiful. I love the solids. This is the same material you see in the kitchen, in the half bath, here in the master bath, and that is what's called a stone cast sink. If you check it out, it's actually all inlaid. It's all one seamless molded fixture. You're obviously seeing the combo washer dryer over here. It is stackable capable. They just only put a combo job in it. And I love the half mirror, half panel sliding door over here. But there's, if we peek around the corner in here, you can see just gobs of storage. And the central support beams on this, they are very heavy duty. You want to load up your clothes, you can, but you see that little mini dresser in there. We're at a funky angle for it. So if you use our x-ray vision and peel this stuff open, you can see just tons of storage. Tons of storage in this thing is just the easiest way I can say it. Pivoting to the left real quick, once again, huge bathroom space. If both of you need to get in here and get around each other without driving each other crazy, you have the room to do it. Another porcelain foot flush stool, seamless molded one-piece fiberglass shower enclosure. With obviously, handy corner seating area. And then the third of the 3 big vent fans to just really get incredible airflow in here. Now something just occurred to me as I was shutting off all the lights, opening the shades back up to let some light in here. If I quit talking for a minute, which is rare, guys, I know. Just listen. There's nothing. It's like dead silent in here. That's because this thing has a serious insulation package. And the way that these walls are built, it will knock noise down. Now you might hear ambient noise start to kind of creep in, like as cars pass on the road up there. And it's not like it's super loud out here. But even on camera, I think you could probably hear the difference. It's very, very cool. We'll talk about the walls in just a minute. So here's all of our Dirt Devil Central Vac stuff basically. But again, you can always just sweep everything that little collection point. Cedar Creek was the literal first RV. They invented drop frame storage compartments. So when you start seeing those on the Jacos, North Points, and Pinnacles and everything else, this is actually where they all began. Up front, what all accessories do we got? All kinds of sewer stuff, because again, they're just done camping. There's a fifth wheel tripod kingpin stabilizer up in there. There's all sorts of water hoses. There's a screen room attachment for the awning right there. I mean, there's tons of stuff in this thing. As we come back, you're going to get a look at the dual power awnings, both of which have aluminum shields on them as well. So when the RV's in storage, the sun is not just, you know, chewing up on those things. You've got a big trail air, shock dampening pin box and matching suspension, 6-point hydraulic leveling. I mentioned we're generator ready, and you're obviously seeing the full paint package on this thing. It's shamazing. Since the new ones are called Champagne and Amazing Shamazing. See what I did there? Anyway, moving on. So I've talked a few times construction. These are different. The way these are put together is different. Here's the thing. Guaranteed, this RV will not delaminate. There's a reason I can say that, because this RV is not laminated. But it's built like a truck. This is classic fiberglass fifth wheel construction before lamination was widespread. Cedar Creeks are still built today the way that they basically were like 17 years ago. It's not the least expensive way to build an RV. It's actually it's 20% more labor cost. But here's the thing. When you're laminating sidewalls, to maintain strength, it's the actual lamination, the glue, and everything pressing together that's giving you strength. This has a 16-inch on-center aluminum studded wall with insulation packed inside of it. That's why it's so darn quiet inside. It's noise dampening when you build that way. And then you have this extremely thick, almost like a boat hull fiberglass on top of that. So it's noise dampening, impact resistant, cannot delaminate. Let's say, God forbid something happened, like a stick punctured the roof in a freak, you know, hey, Dorothy, Kansas windstorm, and water got in that wall. If you had to, you could take down the interior wall panel, you could replace the insulation inside the wall, put up a new wall panel, and you're good to go. The structure can't rot on this thing. No ASDL required. There's other ways to make an RV, you know, really last. You can see the slide awnings obviously applied here. The underbelly, we'll take a look at that before we look at the pass-through here. You see on our new Wildwoods down at Haylett RV today, they have these 4x8 like drop sheet panels called an accessibelly. Once again, that's a Cedar Creek original thing. Of course, you know, hot cold camp rated, our docking center's all protected up in here. The tires, oh yeah, the tires were put on this week. At the time of this filming, it is Friday. Sometime between Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all of the tires were replaced right before the RV came in. So, guys, that's a lot of money and peace of mind that you don't have to go worrying about anymore. Full rear cap on the back here. There is a Furrion observation camera, meaning in motion, on the back there. And there's a 2-inch receiver hitch below the cap. So if you want to add something like a bike rack, you can. Frameless windows anywhere they could. And actually, Cedar Creek uses a different window supplier. You know, frameless looks frameless. I believe their windows are still coming from a supplier called Hehr, H-E-H-R. It's a different company, but they RV industry used to get a lot of windows from here. But one of the things that they can do differently is they can have what is basically a simulated frameless on a side of a slide. So you still get that good looking frameless panel, but it still slides up and down to give you the good airflow. It's kind of a best of both worlds thing. And then once again, a personal favorite feature, anytime we're loading the door side with windows, I am a Haylett happy camper. And it is a beautiful day. Another thing I was happy to see, the roof has obviously been well kept. The only, like, you see some little discoloration spots, that's just from road dust as it traveled up here, I believe from someplace like Florida. It's, you know, it was hauled up here. The folks are just done camping. They're from around the area, and they had a professional driver drop it off to us. Hey, we're done. You know, it's gone through a full peel and seal at some point. That is not original factory sealant. So they were super on top of everything. Like I said, If what you're looking for is that full-time RVing retirement experience, this is one that'll get it done at a fraction of the price of an equivalent brand new fifth wheel. I don't think it's going to last. So give us a call. Haylett RV and Haylett RV Brokers, well, we do it all. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy Haylett camping, everyone.